Alright, so imagine this. You just installed the complex Pixelmon mod pack from Technic. You load up your first world, you go in, and you log into the world and you don't know what to do. It's turning dark, you have no stuff on you, all you have is one starter Pokemon, and you have no idea where to go, and you don't know exactly what you're going to be doing. So you're lost in this giant world of now Minecraft Pokemon, and you're not really one for looking things up. So you're gonna go across your way, maybe mine up some trees, make a sword, a crafting table, all the essentials, because you think these giant Pokemon are gonna kill you, and you're gonna fight, and you want to fight back. But let me tell you, my friend, you are doing it wrong. If you have no idea what to do, and this is like your first time playing Pixelmon, or if you're just trying to look at a simple tutorial for something, well, this is the video for you. Welcome to my Pixelmon crash course. We're going to be covering everything in this Pixelmon mod pack. Alright, so the first thing you're going to be greeted with is this screen here. You right click and then you see all of these Pokemon. Now, maybe you're new to Pokemon entirely, and you're just like, hey, this seems cool, it's a nice Minecraft mod, I want to play with my friends. But you get greeted with this, and you're like, whoa, what the heck is this? Well, these are all of your starter Pokemon. Basically, these are the first Pokemon that you're going to have throughout your entire journey. Now, you can swap them out, but, I don't know, you'll be really attached to them, and you may not want to. Anyway, each Pokemon here has their own description. Now, they're not, they're pretty vague, and they don't actually really have anything to do with the character. Maybe they're special moves, but not really. Anyway, the entire top row, this is all going to be grass-type Pokemon. The middle row is going to all be water-type, and then the bottom row will all be fire-type. So, how this works is grass is better against water, water is better against fire, and fire is better against grass. This isn't the only type matchups, we'll go over that later on. But anyways, we're going to choose our trusty friend here, Piplup. No, wait, no. We're going to choose Litten. Sure. And then once you choose your starter Pokemon, you're going to click it, begin your adventure. And then you're going to spawn into a world and see scary things like that. If you don't know what to do about it, you came to the right place. Alright, so first off, I should explain to all the very new people out there that do not know anything about Pixelmon. So when you first spawn into your world and you go over, you see these trees here, you want to start chopping them down, make a sword before it gets night. Well, you will not need a sword the entire time you play Pixelmon. So when Pokemon are on, it means that mobs are off. So no zombies, no creepers, no spiders, nothing. Only these guys. And they can't actually attack you. I can push them around all I want, and you won't do anything about it. Now, you can't engage in battle with them. If you press R on the keyboard, you throw out your Pokemon. Then you can, let's see, we can use Scratch here. And then it does a bit of damage. Now, you won't need to worry at all about dying in this mod pack. The only way that you can die is from fighting a Pokemon in the air, and then once you beat him, you fall down. But we'll get to that later. Okay, so let's go over basic controls. If you already know all of this stuff and you just want to get to how do I catch Mew, how do I get Giratina, blah blah blah, all this stuff, how do I find spawn locations, skip forward in the video. There should be tags down below. If there's not, just skip forward in the video and try and find it. Sorry, I'm trying my best here. Alright, so let's start off with basic controls. First off, there's R to send out your Pokemon. I don't know what R stands for. It could be retrieve, because also pressing R takes out your Pokemon. Now, again, this only works on PC, so you have to have a keyboard and a computer in order to use this mod. It does not run on Bedrock, and it does not run on Console Edition. So, if you have two Pokemon and you want to switch between them, because you're like, oh, hey, Sobble is better than Litten for this Pokemon, so I'm going to use Sobble. Then you can press the down arrow on your keyboard, right next to where the number pad is going to be, and right next to where all the main keys are. A little number pad. You can switch down between them. Just like that. This also works, obviously, if you have more. So if I press up, it goes down, down, it goes up, or down, just go down. You'll figure it out. You just use these to switch between them. Now you can kind of see at the bottom of the screen already, but in case this isn't up for you for whatever reason, you can press U to bring up your player ID. This tells you how many Pokedollars you have. Your name, you can choose the color of this. I don't know what this UUID means. The Pokedex entry for how many Pokemon you have. For the actual Pokedex, you can click I. and then this takes you into your Pokedex. Now, see, Trapinch is on here. I don't currently have a Trapinch, but he's on here because he encountered them. But the description is blank because you haven't captured him. In order to fill out his description, you have to catch these Pokemon. Now, there's not really any story to the game. If you want to just play happy life and with your Pokemon build a house, then that's totally fine. You don't have to catch any Pokemon at all. But this little arrow over here, oh yeah, it also shows the shiny if you click these arrows. But this little arrow over here will be your most important feature. So a lot of people are asking, looking up, how does this Pokemon spawn? Where does this Pokemon spawn? You can click this arrow over here, and since I have the Sobble, this is river at afternoon. So simply go find a river biome. The little map in the top right, left, I don't know, whatever. I don't know directions, okay? But the map in the top corner, you can see right under it, it has your coordinates, and under that, it says what biome you're in. So right now we're in the Savannah Plateau, which I believe 0 response here, but that's not important right now. So you can also press M or N to bring up these quests. These are just a little story thing to kind of get you used to the game, so I would recommend doing these if you are not used to them already. Now, do never actually press K, because if you do, it'll take you out of the game. It won't log you out, you'll just freeze there. But it'll bring up the wiki for whatever it is. So if you press K on this, well, it doesn't work on Pokemon, but if you press K on this, you see my game stopped, and it bring up Google. So, in case you want to know that stuff, go ahead. I would not recommend it. I should actually deset the key. But, it's kind of a problem, so avoid pressing that. Also, if you ever forget any of the things that you learned in here, all of the controls and how to do stuff are in the settings. So you can press escape, go to options, go to controls, and then all of your stuff is over here. Even the Pixelmon stuff will be here. So you can see it says journey maps. Here we go. You can open it for J, and then these are just other things. This is what it is for Pixelmon. You can change box wallpaper, and this is all this is all stuff that we will go over later. But basically, if you forget any of the controls, go into controls, scroll all the way down, and then you'll see all the good stuff. And then you can set these to whatever you like. Alright, so now for the map, you want to press J. That'll be the default key for opening up your mini map here. This will show all of the land that you've covered. You can turn on a grid, so you can pinpoint spots easier. You can turn off animals. You can show pets, show villagers, show keys, mobs, caves, blah blah blah. This sets the map to night, so this is what the area will look like when it's night. This is these are just different forms of the map. I usually just keep it on day because it's way easier to read. Now waypoints. This is very handy. If you go to waypoints, press new. This is you can set it to like mountains, and then save, and then you can teleport here whenever you would like. Not quite the best choice though, because if you did, you would fall to your death. Now these are you can also open the mini maps and go to options, and this will like show all of your preferences and stuff that you can change while you're messing around with the game. I would not mess with any of this other stuff. I don't quite know what it does. UI theme is fine. You can change this to whatever you want. I like it as the nice default blue setting. But yeah, that's it's pretty easy to figure out. Just kind of mess around with it, and there's also like a little control panel over here to like a key to show you what to do. So I think a lot of people want me to go over is commands. What kind of commands are there in this game? I want to know how to spawn this and heal my Pokemon and give myself this, blah blah blah. Give me the goods. Well, luckily for you, I've been playing Pixelmon for a long time, like a long time, and I've pretty much kind of just figured out the commands as I went. Not because I was cheating, I just kind of picked up on them. By the way, when I say a long time, I don't just mean my Pixelmon series, which you should definitely go check it out. It's pretty good. I've been playing Pixelmon for a lot of time before that. So, for the commands, obviously you want to type slash. Now say you want to give yourself a Pokemon, you should say poke give, and then at self, there's a little s, and then just put in any random name like Charmander. And then you have a Charmander, and then you can throw them out. And that's how that works. If you want to spawn a legendary or any Pokemon, you can do Poke Spawn. And then we can do like Pikachu. Then we just spawned a Pikachu, who probably also just fell to his death, my bad. But yeah, so that's in case you want to spawn this Pokemon instead of just giving him yourself it, so you can spawn a Pikachu in order to catch him. If you want to randomly spawn a legendary, you don't want to do legendary spawn chance, it's just legendary spawn altogether, and it'll spawn a random legendary, because it attempts to spawn one. So in case you want to force push one, because like legendaries, how they work in this, they spawn like at random times. You can change this in the settings, I think under like maybe mod options, I don't know. Basically, legendaries spawn at random chance. You can change this in the settings if you want them to spawn more often. If it's on a server, it's a bit more complicated. I don't really know how to do that. I would look up a video on how to change the server config. But basically, you can use this command to push them out. So I just spawned a Keldeo. Now, kind of fitting that we're in a Poke Center here, because we can just do /Poke heal, and then all of our Pokemon will be fully healed. Now, these structures are going to be spawning randomly across the area in your world. Don't be afraid of them, okay? They are here to help. All of your Pokemon are fainted. You walk in, you heal them up, click this little thing, cutscene will play, and then all your Pokemon will be fully healed and you're ready for battle. They can also spawn loot, but it's kind of garbage. I don't even waste my time with it. And there's the legendary respawned. So those will be all the basic commands that you'll have to know. You shouldn't have to use anything else, but in case you do, you can open your chat and press tab, and then a list of every single command in the game will pop up. You can scroll up and there will be a little bit more, but you can kind of find in the middle here, there's lots of like new Pokemon, or yeah, like Pixelmon commands that you'll have to know. I would just quickly read through this for what you're looking for. If it's not there, then it doesn't exist or it doesn't work anymore. But anyway, yeah. So, in case you don't remember them, or if you need more commands, then you can just press tab and a list of all of them will be right there. So I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but for this version of the game, this is Pixelmon, or Complex Pixelmon 8.2.0a. So, in case there's any major changes and whatever I show in this video does not work anymore, I'm sorry, because the current version is 8.2.0a, so if you're watching this in the future and it's like version 10 billion or like whatever and something doesn't work anymore, sorry. Alright, so let's get this out of the way. Spawn location. This is the thing that everyone is looking for in Pixelmon. How do I find this Pokemon? Where does this one spawn? Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. So, as I said, pressing I will pull up your Pokedex. Then you can go over to Charmander, or whatever Pokemon, it doesn't matter. Then you can press this arrow here, and this will tell you all of the spawn locations that you need to know. You don't really need to look anything up. I would recommend just going to a test world, doing that command I show you, do /PokeGive, and then you can give yourself that Pokemon, so you can look it up where it spawns. If it's one like Mewtwo, so if I do /PokeGive at self Mewtwo, and then you go down to Mewtwo, so you want Mewtwo and you want to figure out where he spawns, so you go over to Mewtwo right here, and then spawn locations, it's just empty. If any of them are just empty, it means that there's an external way to get them, that they don't spawn naturally in the wild, like all fossil Pokemon and Mewtwo and a couple of legendaries. So, how to get Mewtwo. I'll just go over this real quick, and then we can get on to some more Pokemon. So, for Mewtwo, you're going to need a cloning machine. Cloning machine is really hard to make. You need a lot of stuff, and a lot of space to put this down. There we go. We have a huge tank. Now, if you're also looking to get a ditto, this is the way to get a ditto. and a Mewtwo. So, basically, let's do /poke give at self Mew. Now we have a Mew. So, yeah, Mew, if you're looking how to get Mew, which is also very, popular thing right now, how to get Mew, I just open up my Pokedex here, and we go to Mew. He spawns in, the jungle. Now, in older versions, he only spawned in jungle temples. This is no longer true. You can go into the jungle AFK for a couple hours. Yeah, this is a grinding game. Couple hours. But yeah, so he'll AFK for a couple hours, and then he might eventually spawn. You can also do your spawn legendary to give you a chance to spawn him, and yeah, it'll take a while, but he'll eventually just spawn anywhere in the jungle that is listed. So you can just plop him in there, make sure he's selected, and then just right click, and he'll be in there. He's totally safe, don't worry, you can get him back. Then you're going to either want 3 diamond blocks, 3 gold blocks, or 3 iron blocks. Now, from here to here is how likely you are to get it. So if you put in 3 iron blocks, you're most likely going to get a ditto. If you're putting in 3 gold blocks, it's kind of like 50-50. And then if you put in 3 diamond blocks, it's more likely you're going to be getting a Mewtwo. Now, you can't just randomly do this, okay? Each Mew can only be cloned up to 3 times. So if I get 3 iron blocks, I plop them in here, 1, 2, 3. It says processing, and then it'll begin the cloning process. This will take a minute or so of these particles, and then you'll see a Pokemon eventually start to grow out of nowhere. Now, right now, I don't know if it's going to be a Mew or a Ditto. Yep, it's a Ditto, because the cloning process has failed. So, a Ditto will grow, and then you'll fight him, so we're going to actually need a Pokeball. Here we go. Actually, no, let's just get a Master Ball so we can do this fast. So, yeah, once the Ditto grows right here, you can just, this is my second time cloning him, you can just right-click, he'll fight you, and then you can throw a Pokeball at him, and you have a chance of catching him. Cut that out later. And then you can put your Mew in again. If this doesn't work, you can put your Mew in again, put in 3 diamond blocks, and then you have a chance of getting a Mewtwo. Now, be very, very careful, because when you get a Mewtwo, he's going to bust this cage that you had spent a lot of time working on and crafting it. Takes a very long time. But yeah, basically he'll pop out, and then he'll just automatically fight you. For Ditto, you can keep him in here as long as you want to, and just fight him when you're ready and you have enough Pokeballs. So if you do have a oh hey, there's an ultra wormhole up here, I'll talk about that later. But if you do have a Master Ball, or no, if you do fight a Mewtwo, I very, very hardly recommend getting a Master Ball, because he's like one of the hardest Pokemon to catch, and a Master Ball catches them 100% every time. I can just right click, toss that at that duo, and then we'll catch him. That's what the Master Ball does. It catches Pokemon every single time. It's like 100% success. How it usually works is there's like just a random % chance that the Pokeball is going to work. So I don't have a regular Pokeball, but if I just threw it at this Torkoal, it's probably not going to catch him. You have to fight him, get him low health, and then you can probably catch him. Okay, so I want to quickly talk about Palkia and Dialga, and also Giratina. So they are, I don't think they're very highly requested Pokemon catches, but they are really hard to get, so I want to quickly go over them. First, you will need to get a Zelf, Mesprit, and Uxie. I have never actually fully done this like in survival, so they all spawn somewhere in the ocean. So a Zelf spawns in the forest at morning, so I was completely wrong at that. Mesprit spawns birch forest at dawn or dusk, and then Uxie, whatever, spawns in the rooted forest at afternoon. Why are these important? Because you're gonna, well, I'm invisible. You're going to be needing these for Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina. So, oh, hello. Hello, big boy. Now, you want to summon, or you want to throw out each of your Pokemon. I'm going to get a couple more rubies. That's a lot. And since I'm clearing this real quick, I want to mention, you can shift and click to get rid of all of your inventory, but do not worry about your Pokemon. They'll be completely fine. They'll stay here. and all of the items on your Pokemon, which I'll talk about in a second. So, you want to click on this ruby on each of the lake spirits, but does not work. I have never done this, so I'm kind of a little bit not knowing on how it works. Oh, do we need like a chain or something? One second, technical difficulties. Okay, I figured out the problem. So, when you click on this Pokemon, it says they are not comfortable enough with sharing its power, or it did say that. Well, it says it right here. They aren't comfortable sharing your power. Apparently, it only says it once, I think. But I think you have to get up their happiness level, and then you are able to do this certain thing. Okay, I'm done. I figured out the problem. Basically, you need to level up each of the lake guardian spirit, whatever, so their happiness is like fully increased until it reaches a lot more than that. So basically, I'm gonna keep spamming these berries. I think that's yeah, okay. So we've maxed out at ourselves happiness, and now oh dang. So basically, if you see giant big Pokemon like this, they are bosses. Giant different colored Pokemon will have very high level. It's an epic boss. Yeah, it's a boss. It has a chance of dropping really good stuff. So if you're ready, go fight it. Okay, back to these elf though. They need to be, I think, level 60 in order for this to work. So there should be a Poke Wand, I think. Here, edit. Yeah, there we go. Quest editor. That's new. So there's a little handy dandy Pokeball editor thing that is only for creative, but if you don't care about shading, then it's pretty handy. You can click it, and then you can change the stats of all of your Pokemon. You can change their name, change their moves, change their level. Probably also change their happiness, which I should do. Okay, so by pressing edit and then advanced, you can click on their happiness. We want to set it to 255, so that's maxed. And then that's pretty much it. All of our Pokemon will be changed now. So once they're level 60 and happiness is maxed, I believe we can right click on this ruby and no. Okay. So I made an error. Okay. I feel really stupid right now. I'm doing a tutorial and I don't even know how to do it. Anyway, so I tried right clicking. You can hear it. What you actually want to do is punch your Pokemon. You just want to shove this ruby straight into their face. It's not actually gonna hurt them. And then yeah, they will give you a ruby of emotion. I already got a ruby of willpower from his elf, and they want to take out. Nope, that's me spirit again. I'm gonna take out Uxie and then punch it, and boom, there we go. We got the rubies. I think the wiki might say right click, but you want to left click. All right. Anyway, once you have these, I believe what you have to do is put them together, and you're gonna be getting this red chain. So quickly, let's get a crafting table. And then I think we have to like embed it with something else. Nope, right there. So we just put them together and you get the red chain. By the way, how you get rubies? So Pixelmon, the complex Pixelmon has random or new ores like thunderstone stuff, rubies obviously, sapphire, darkstone. Yeah, like ores for different stone. I'm trying to find some. But they have ores for different stone. Like when I say stones, I mean like thunderstone stuff or firestone stuff. Here, like this firestone ore, you'll find stuff like this randomly across the area. I don't quite know exactly where this spawns. I would just look underground, and you'll run into it. There's some thunderstone. There's a thunderstone shard. And then there's also random stuff spread about like rubies and sapphire and other cool ores that you'll find out and about. Okay, so the next thing you are going to need to do is you're going to be needing an adamant orb and a lustrous orb. These are both dropped by boss Pokemon, so like rare and uncommon boss Pokemon. It might be different now because bosses changed a bit, but basically, I would just go around and fight a bunch of bosses, and you'll have a chance of getting these two. And then we're going to be wanting to find this like shrine thing. This is the hardest step. I think they spawn in like, oh hey, here's a gym. Okay, quick crash course on the gyms. So, you'll find villages around here. Here's a Poke Center, Poke Stop. You can go in here, and like they sell Pokeballs and stuff, so you can buy them if you have enough coins. Which you get these coins to buy stuff from beating Pokemon and other trainers. So, if you see a huge cool structure like this I think is the rock type gym. Maybe it's ground. I think it's rock. But yeah, up here will be a gym leader. You can fight him. Get a badge. Yeah, you get a badge from it, and that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. But anyway, there'll be gyms across the your seed, your world, you know. And then you can just find like huge big areas, and you'll be able to tell. Trust me, you'll be able to tell when it's a gym. It's just this gigantic structure, and then usually we'll have like a big Pokeball on it, so you can go through it. There's tons of trainers in here that you fight, and you pop out at the top, and you fight this guy, and you get a gym badge. Really, just for bragging rights. They don't really do anything. Anyway, the correct term I'm looking for is the time space altar. They only spawn, I think, currently. The only place to spawn is the Extreme Hills, which is the most popular area I usually find them. I think they also spawn in like icy snow biomes. But anyways, I have no idea how I'm gonna go find one of those, so I'll see you when I figure that out. Alright, well for the sake of this, I'm just gonna spawn in, because you can get the time space altar from creative only, you can't craft it. But basically, I'm gonna do this so I don't have to actually find one. But in survival, you'll eventually keep looking in the mountains, and then you'll come across this area that'll have this, and have a bunch of pillars with redstone torches on them. That'll be what you're looking for. But basically, once you find this, so we're actually gonna need 2 red chains for this. One for palkia, one for dialga. Basically, put a red chain on it, turns red, and then we take one of the orbs. I'm just gonna use the advent orb, but I need a master ball first, just so I can catch them. I'll just put the lustrous orb in. Then, this huge, cool thing will emerge, and it's palkia. Cool. And then he'll come back, and yeah, he'll fight you. I wanted to do this in my Pixelmon series. I just never really got a chance, because the Avatar series came out. I just kind of wanted to be done with the Pixelmon one. But yeah, basically, that's kind of all you do. And then, so you'll have to smack your Pokemon with more rubies. Oh, jeez. Okay. No. Whatever. Go away. Yes. No. What? Oh, God. Okay. Anyway, you have to smack your Pokemon with more rubies so they can, make another chain. But then basically, you just put another chain on it, put an adamant orb on it, and then I think this will be Dialga coming out. Yeah, here we go. There we go. So yeah, then Dialga will emerge, and pretty much the same thing. Take Master Ball, you catch them, and you only get Master Balls by boss drops and finding them in end cities. I think is the best way to find them. We'll talk about dimensions in a minute. Whatever. Yeah, just get rid of. Jeez. No. Oh, actually, wait. This is a really good time to talk about it. Once your Pokemon levels up enough, they will evolve. Basically, they take on a second form. You get a little cutscene here. Cherish it because they go away really quick. And then your Pokemon will change form, change names, and they can learn some new moves. So now we have. That's not who I was. Okay. So now instead of Litten, we have Torracat. Yay! So yeah. Torracat the Chosen One. That is not the name I gave him, but whatever. Yeah. He's really cute. They change forms. Most Pokemon only have 3 forms. Some have 2, some have 1. And then yeah, basically that's it. You can also give them rare candy and they will level up a lot more. So every time you right click on them, you'll get a lot more. You'll level up by once. So 1 candy does 1 level. Seems to be a little bug. I don't know why the battle screen is coming up. yeah, you can just give him enough candies until eventually he'll evolve again. This is Torcat's final evolution, which will turn into Incineroar. Boom, he is really small. Why is he so smart? What the heck? So, this is also a good time to talk about. If you go, you can... So basically, if you open up your inventory by pressing E, I don't know why these are on them. You can go over to your Pokemon, you can right-click, and then there will be these moves. So, you can click Stats, which will go on to, obviously, your Pokemon stats. It'll show their trainer, their growth, which is Runt, which is why he is so small. Their typing, so he has Fire and Dark. Happiness is 172. His nature is bold, which has an effect on this. So their nature, his is bold, which means that the defense is higher and the attack is lower. Try and find different ones. So mild means that the defense is lower and special attack is higher. Modest means that attack is lower, special attack is higher. And then you pretty much kind of figured this out as you go. Naughty means special defense is lower, attack is higher. I'm not really sure which one to recommend. It changes for each Pokemon. But yeah. So it doesn't really matter which one of these you click, because just by you can also change them down here. And since we're here, click this and you'll find a ton of options. I'm not sure what these two amulets do, but these two things, you can get these you can get this top one. This is a Dynamax band. You will get this from beating a gym, I think. And then you'll be able to grow your Pokemon super gigantic and huge. This is a Mega Stone. You get it from beating a Mega Pokemon, which, like this, I think. Is this Mega? Yep, this is a Mega Pokemon. So if you beat this boss, then you will get a Mega Stone. This is a Kangaskhan, so we will get Kangaskhanite. Like right here. Nope, that's Alakazam. Whatever. Basically, you'll get the stone for this Pokemon. I'll go over Mega Pokemon right after I show how to get Arceus and Giratina. Okay, so Arceus is really tricky. Now, as you're going around looting dungeons and fighting boss Pokemon, you'll notice that these plates are kind of everywhere. They're dropped by boss Pokemon and they're found in random dungeons. There's like 17 of them, and you need all of these. So I'm just gonna give myself all of them real quick. Okay, so once you find that you have all of these plates, you're going to have to go searching for this gigantic structure. You literally cannot miss it because it is obnoxiously huge, and it will have this tiny little cup right in the middle of it. You want to go up to this cup, the chalice actually, and then you're going to want to just click each plate and put them in here one by one. Takes pretty quick. And it also counts down, so now 5 plates remain. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Now, once all of these are in place, just have to wait for a second, and then the spirits, they'll start spinning. And then they'll be spinning, and spinning, and spinning, and spinning, and spinning, and spinning, and spinning. It looks really cool. I love this animation so much. And then, eventually, you'll get this cool flute, which an awesome, like, shading animation. Just, it's there. You'll get the Azure Flute. Now, once you get the Azure Flute, you'll have to go back to this altar. As you see, there's, like, 3 things here. There's for Palkia, Dialga, Giratina, and then this is for Arceus, this little ring. So, you take this flute, and you want to right-click it, not on the, well, I need another Master Ball, but you don't want to right-click it on the altar, you want to right-click it next to the altar. Hi, how's it going? And then, just take out your use your Master Ball, and you have caught Arceus. Okay, this is also relatively simple. Let's see, we need the chain. There we go. Also, for whatever reason, if your Water Spirit Pokemon, the Uxie Spirit and Azelf, if they aren't making new of the like shiny rubies, then I think you're gonna have to get new of the 3 of them. I think they can only do it maybe 3 times each. So if you run out of turns, then yeah. But basically for Giratina, what you want to do is you want to place a red chain on here like usual, and then you want to take the Services orb. It looks like a beak, and that's it. Basically just like Giratina and or Dialga and Palkia. And I think that should be it. Oh, dang. Okay. Yeah. And then, yeah, he's, really big. Really big. We can use our Pokeball, Master Ball. Waiting. We caught him. Come on. What? Capture Giratina. Cool. So, good time to mention. The party's full. They went to your PC. So, if we search PC, this is relatively simple to craft. For crafting recipes, I'm not going to go over them. They're very hard, and I don't have the JEI, so it's going to be weird. So I would recommend going into Google, searching up Pixelmon, how to craft PC, and you will get what you want. I'm not sponsored, obviously, by any of these websites, but whatever you find, they should help you. If it doesn't work, just go to the next website. They should all work, though. Basically, though, put these all away. Once your PC is full, or your party is full, so right here, imagine there's Pokemon all around here. They will go to this little box here. This is where you can store all of your Pokemon. You have like 30 boxes full of slots to put your Pokemon. I'm going to take out these 2. So don't worry about having like a full inventory and, oh no, I can't catch any more Pokemon. My party's full. It's okay. We'll just go straight to this PC. I don't know what would happen if this PC is full. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before, but there is like a little trash can in case you want to go over to Ditto and then throw them in the trash. I'm not going to, though. I don't know why I have Ditto, though, so I'll trash him. And that just releases them. I don't think it kills them. Anyways, then you choose your Pokemon from PC, and oh my gosh, he is big. And yeah, so the orb thing I just took from him. The Giratina orb. If you click on him with it and give him it. So held items, basically you can give Pokemon items, and then they will, like, it increases their stats for stuff like the Giratina orb. I don't know what it usually does, but for Giratina it changes his form. He goes into this like flying form, but if you take it off of him, he gets legs. He got all the legs. But yeah, for held items. Sorry about the construction behind me. I don't know what that's about. For held items, you just hand it to a Pokemon, and then yeah, it's pretty relatively simple. You give it to a Pokemon, and then their stats change. Now I think this is one of the most frequently asked questions in Pixelmon. How do I get the Super Rod? Well, it's pretty simple but very hard. So let's get into it. Alright, so for starters, what you're going to want to do is take, or get 2 Blaze Rods. Sorry, no, you need 3 Blaze Rods. Yeah, so you need 3 Blaze Rods, 1 Ultra Ball, and 1 string, and that'll get you a good rod. You cannot craft the Super Rod. You need to get this good rod, and you need to fish it up, or you need to go fishing, and then you will get a Super Rod with it. In this, in my video, in the Pixelmon series, episode, I think 2 or 3, I went into a swamp and I got it, but that was only because I was looking for a Greninja. I think this works anywhere, and it is extremely rare. So when you go fishing, these little dots will pop up while you're waiting, and then 3 exclamation points can come up. This time I feel like we're gonna get 1. Yep. Okay. So it was 1, and it was Magikarp. So the amount of exclamation points determines its rarity. So we got 1 exclamation point, so it was just a Magikarp. But if you're lucky and you get 3 exclamation points, then you might get the Super Rod. It's not 100%. It's very rare and kind of hard to get. You can also get these good rods from just like going around and like searching for like instructions and stuff. But I think the best way is just to craft one. Okay, so back to this screen. A lot of people want to rename their Pokemon. If you want to rename Arceus and call him like something like Brad, then you can you can do that. So all you have to do is go into this page. So you want to press E, you'll open up in your inventory, right click on that Pokemon, and then you can see summary, moves, and stats. You want to go over to stats, and then there's a little R right here that next to their actual name, and then you can rename it. You can reset it so it's back to Arceus, or simply just type in Brad, and then you can rename them. Also, there is a option to cancel leveling. So if you want this Pokemon to stay at level 50, don't want him to get to 51 or higher, you can do that. You can cancel his leveling. I'm pretty sure it makes it so Candy won't work. They won't learn any new moves, and they'll just stay at that level forever. You can undo this though. So if I go over to Brad and I cancel his leveling, you can click on it again. Are you sure you want to enable leveling? Click yes, and you're all good to go. Puppy Pals, how do I fight in Pokemon? That's the only reason I want to join. So, if you and your friend are trying to engage in battle and you can't really figure it out, it's essentially the exact same as fighting a regular Pokemon. There's, I'm sure there's really no need for me to put this in the video. I'm pretty sure everyone could figure it out. But just throw out, or actually, yeah, no, it's kind of hard, I guess. But all you need to do is have you and your partner throw a Pokemon out at the same time, and they need to collide with each other. Alright, cool. Now let's talk about Mega Evolution. So, this here is a Mega Pokemon. I can tell just because he looks different than the regular Scizor, and I'm a Pokemon nerd, so I can recognize him. He's also a boss. Mega Pokemon will not naturally spawn. They will only be bosses, and when it's a boss, you cannot catch them. So when you say that there's a Mega 120 Scizor that's a shiny, you're like, oh my god, this is the best find ever? No. No, boy, no. You cannot catch this Pokemon. It will tell you when you try. If I go to Pokeballs, it says you cannot use Pokeballs in this battle. It's because it's a boss. You can only fight him and get what he has to offer for like his drops, you know. So I'll use Earth Power here. Blah, blah, blah. Lots of fighting. I'm going to skip past this part. But basically, your Pokemon, the max level your Pokemon can go to is level 100. So if you see a Pokemon that says 120, 130, 150, it's a boss. It's over the max level. You can't get your Pokemon past level 100. And regular Pokemon that are not bosses will only be to level 100. They cannot get past this. If they are a boss. Okay, so once you beat that boss Scizor, it'll drop a lot of good stuff. Aluminum, that's, I forgot to mention, that's a new ore from Pixelmon that is extremely important, and you're going to want to collect it whenever you see it. Silver Hourglass, it's, another held item, I'm not sure what it does, and then you get Scizorite, which will mean that you can make it evolve Scizor, but I don't actually want any of this. And then, once you beat your first boss Pokemon, you have a choice. Now, it doesn't matter which one you choose. You can choose X, you can choose glasses, choose this necklace, or the tiara, or the bracelet. I like bracelet. But you can change this at any point. So now, you'll see when we open this little menu here, this one is glowing when all these are still dimmed. So yeah, now you can change the keystone you have equipped. And if you go on F5, then we have a cool little bracelet around our arm, which is really cool. I love it. And now, if we get Garchomp Bite, kind of a dumb name. Here we go. Then we give it to our Garchomp. Now we are capable of Mega Evolving. So what you want to do, press R, and then you press B. Okay, this is important. You press B. Now, on your Pokemon, when you press B, there will be, like, all of these moves. These are, like, things you can do externally that are relevant to their moves. So you press G, which will light this on fire. Now, I think, oh shoot, Garchomp. I think now, basically you can use their moves, outside of battle is what that does. But I think you're gonna have to rewire this, because with the minimap mod, it's a little broken. I think G makes, waypoints, so you have to just kind of mess around with the controls. But basically, press G, press B, go down to this little, shiny, like, DNA looking thing, I guess. And then you press G, get particles, kind of like an evolution. You can do this in battle and out of battle. But I think with this newest update, you can only do it when fighting other people, which is kind of dumb. And then yeah, he'll Mega Evolve. He looks different, looks a lot stronger. If you don't like this form, well, I mean, it's not permanent. So you take him out, throw him back out again, and he's back to how he was. But do not threat. You can use this whenever you want to. It's unlimited. So you just press it again, and boom, he mega evolves again. So you can do it as many times as you want, and if you want to switch him back, just take him out and then throw him back out again. Yeah, that's mega evolution for you. That's literally it. You just beat these boss Pokemon, get their stones, and then you put them on to certain Pokemon. And oh, he's so small, cute. But so this is a boss Blaziken. So if I had a Blaziken, I could not use the Garchomp bite. This only works with Garchomp. There is stones for all the Pokemon that can make evolve, but not every Pokemon can make evolve. So like my boy Pikachu, sadly he cannot, so there's no Pikachuite, but there is Garchompite, so I could make evolve Garchomp, or I could make evolve Charizard. If you want a full list of the ones that can make evolve, look it up, I guess. I can kind of show you. Right. Here is a list of all the Pokemon. It'll take quite a while though. There's Abomasnow, Absol, Aerodactyl. You get the point. Just look it up, and you'll find all the Pokemon that can make evolve. If you're like, I want to make evolve this Pokemon, but I don't know if he can. Yeah, just look it up. Or if you find Garchomp somewhere, you're like, oh cool, I should get a Garchomp so I can make evolve. That works too. But basically, that's how it works. All right, so let's move on to these shrines. There is a Frozen Shrine, there is a Thunder Shrine, and there is a Fire Shrine. There is also this Helix Shrine, which spawn these, so, if you want to get Celebi, that one wish time traveling Pokemon, Celebi spawns here. You have to give it a very specific Pokeball. I forget which one it is, though. Alright, so I think that you need this GS ball. This, is not craftable, but once you just put it in, once you put it into this shrine thing, Celebi will spawn, and then you can capture her. Or him, whatever, I don't judge. I don't currently have a Master Ball on me, but that's how you would get Celebi. You put a GS ball into this shrine, and then Celebi will spawn. You can catch him. Hello, Blaziken. Anyway, so if you're looking to get the 3 legendary birds, there's Zapdos, there's Articuno, and there's Moltres. Basically, you have to have this orb right here. If you're looking to get all 3, then it doesn't matter what order you do this, but for the sake of this, let's just say we're going after Articuno. What you want to do is you combine this orb with this ice stone, which is really simple. Just take a crafting table, place it down, put the ice stone there, put the orb there, and then you have an orb of frozen souls. It's also an orb of fiery souls and an orb of static souls, depending on which one you want. If you want to get Zapdos, you need the orb of static souls. If you want to get Moltres, you get the orb of fiery souls. And then, once you get the orb of frozen souls for Articuno, the ice bird, then you have to kill 375 Pokemon. I had to do this in my series, and it was excruciating, and I wanted to kill myself, but I didn't, because I'm smart. You should not do that, kids, okay? Anyway, once you kill 300... Oh, actually, wait, you can't get that from creative, can you? Once you kill 375 Pokemon, you'll get... this orb will be, like, fully complete. I know it looks weird in third person, but the orb will be fully complete. It'll tell you when it's complete by right-clicking on it. And then, basically, you can put the orb into this shrine, and it'll spawn Articuno. That's all you have to do. Same thing with these. Just fill them out, kill tons of Pokemon, and then you'll be able to get these. That's all you have to do. Just kill 375 freaking Pokemon. Anyway, since we were recently on top of the topic of the Pokeball, there are tons of different types of Pokeballs. This is the regular Pokeball. You know, it's pretty simple to craft. You have to take these apricorns, which, right here. You take these apricorns, you plant them in the ground, they grow into big bushes, and then once they're done, you'll harvest them, and then you'll get more of these. You cook them. Once you cook them up, you'll get this red apricorn. Now, you also want to plant down, actually, no, you only need apricorns. And, I'll go over to my crafting table over here. Once you have enough red apricorns, I broke the crafting table. Of course I did. So, once you have enough red apricorns, you can put them like this, and then you'll get this little disc. So, this recipe is different for whatever kind of Pokeball you want to use. You can kind of, sort of tell. Like for the Ultra Ball lid here, you need 2 red and 1 blue, I think. Maybe it's 2 blue and 1 red, but it's something like that. It's pretty easy to figure out, so I'm not going to go over exactly how it works. But then you want an anvil, which is just crafted from some iron. Not as much iron as a regular Minecraft anvil. It's a little less. I don't think it requires any blocks. Basically, you also need a hammer, which is pretty easy to craft. I think it takes like 5 of whatever ore and then maybe 2 sticks. But you right click, putting the little disc on there, and then don't right click. Then you want to act like you're trying to break it, and then that's it. Usually it takes a long time, but this is a ruby hammer, so it's really fast. And then you'll get a Pokeball lid. And then you want to take 3 pieces of iron or aluminum, it doesn't matter. And let's say, where's the ore? I need an ingot. Oh yeah, that's right. It looks like a magnet with this. So then you, there we go. Then we put these in the same way we did the apricorns, and we'll get these iron discs. So you put down an iron disc. You want to hammer it down like you're trying to break the anvil. And when it's done, you'll get this Pokeball lid and this iron base. Then all you have to do is take a button, put the lid on top, put the base on the bottom, put the button in the middle, and then boom, you got a Pokeball. And you can catch this Kangaskhan. It'd be really funny if I actually caught it. No, okay. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how all the Pokeballs work. There are some that you cannot craft. I think you can't craft the GS Ball. You obviously can't craft the Master Ball. You might not be able to craft the Beast Ball, but you also may be able to. I think this works better for Ultra Wormhole, for Ultra Pokemon, which I'll go over in a second. The GS Ball is for Celebi. The Cherish Ball can be used to catch Pokemon. I'm not quite sure what this does. It might not have any effect. All of these different Pokemons have different effects. Like, has a 1.5 catch rate, has twice the amount catch rate as a regular Pokeball. This is 100% for the level ball. Catch Pokemon increase catch rate. The lower wild Pokemon level is compared to the player's level. Basically, you just kind of go in the inventory here. You can hold shift, and it'll tell you what the main purpose is. I will tell you what I know, like, for most Pokemon. So these are the main ones you're gonna have to know. This is a regular Pokeball. This is a Great Ball. It's a little bit better. It's an Ultra Ball. It's a lot better than a Pokeball. Master Ball will never fail for catching. A Dusk Ball. This works better in dark places. So if you're in like a cave, I think it counts when it's in a cave and when it's at night, like in the game. So if you're fighting a Pokemon, it turns to night, it'll be easier to catch, you know. So Heavy Ball works better for Pokemon that are like heavy. You can kind of just tell, you know, like if I throw out Giratina here, a Heavy Ball would be very good. You can just tell he's heavy. Moon Ball, what does this do? Can be used for catchment evolution. Okay, that's confusing. Net Ball, I think, works better for water type Pokemon and bug, apparently. The Quick Ball. So, Quick Ball is something you really want to invest into. What I usually do is just get Quick Balls and Ultra Balls. That's all I really make. They're pretty simple to craft if you have a good farm going. And the Quick Ball works best on the first turn. I think if you don't use it on the first turn, it works like a regular Pokeball. But if you use it on the first turn, it has a 5 times better catch rate. Wow. So it can be used to catch Pokemon 5x catch rate if used on the first turn of battle. Standard rate if thrown outside of battle. So if you take it like this, and you go over to, well, you can't catch that. You go to this this Blitzel, yeah, Blitzel, and then you just throw the Pokeball at him. You know, it's the same chance of just throwing this regular Pokeball. So don't use it outside of battle. Use it in battle only on the first turn. Alright, let's talk about different dimensions. Yes, Pixelmon gets into different dimensions. It is wild. So, if you're out and about, randomly you'll find these little wormholes up in the air. We found one a while ago when I was recording, but you'll find these little wormholes in the air. If you take out a Pokemon, I should also demonstrate this. So, you can fly on your Pokemon. You can also ride them. So, I can just, right click like you're getting on a horse, but your Pokemon. If it's big enough, it'll work. Arceus can fly. I think you can also ride Garchomp, but I don't know if he can fly. Yes, he can fly. Cool. So a lot of Pokemon you can just ride like a regular horse, You can just run around with them and everything. Pretty simple to fly them. Some Pokemon fly differently. Let's see if Palkia does. No. No. Giratina might. Nope. Okay. Sometimes there's going to be like a little bar on the other side of the screen, so when you hold control, the bar goes up and the Pokemon goes faster. And then, no. I forgot what it is. I think space makes the Pokemon go faster, and then control slows them down. For this, I'm just holding W and pressing space, and then they go up. That's how I like them flying. It's way cooler. But yeah, that's how you mount and ride Pokemon. Anyways, back to wormholes. So, if I throw out Arceus here, he has a special ability that he can create wormholes. So there's going to be a little thing like this. If we press G now, then he created, yep, you see this kind of like shining thing up here? This is a ultra wormhole, so just try and get in. It's a little bugged. You can't quite tell where it's coming in from. Oh, hey, there's a ship, and I don't actually know what that is. Wait, what is this? Like a Pokemon gas station. Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. They have little seats here. That's cool. They also have trading machines. Trading machines are very, very interesting. So, a lot of Pokemon can only evolve through trading, like Machoke. If you want to give them to a Machap. If you want to get them to a Machamp, then you have to trade them. You can trade them back, obviously, but say one of my friends is here, and so we trade Pokemon. He gives me his Ditto, I give him my Machoke. Machoke evolves, we trade back. Or if you just want to give, like, trade Pokemon, you just throw in a Pokemon, choose ready, and then boom. Just like that. You can trade your Pokemon. Anyway, let's finally go to Ultra Space. I'm sorry I'm getting off track. Just looking at these cool structures. There we go. So, messing around with it, you'll eventually get into here. So, at first, you may think, oh, cool, you just teleported to a forest, nothing different. Yeah, there's something different here. Gravity is a lot lower. There will be, end ships. Be careful of these, because this area is different. So, end cities will spawn. It's weird. End cities will spawn, and so will shulkers. So, come here prepared with a sword. I guess I kind of lied saying you'll never need a sword. Yeah, you can get Elytra, get all this good stuff. Pixie plates spawn here a lot. Master Ball spawn here a lot. But that's basically Ultra Space for you. Go in here, you can raid. It's really fun to raid these. Have a really high chance of getting a Master Ball. Yeah, it's cool. Oh, yeah, and Nether Fortresses also spawn here, but I don't think that Blazes will. They might, though. I'm going to go check. Okay, no. Okay, no. Yeah, no. Spawners do not work. They are broken. They will not spawn anything. And, having Pokemon on does not mean that the game is unpeaceful. You still need to have a food source. But the shulkers are there because they're, like, pre-spawned. But for the Blazes, they come from a spawner. So they won't spawn. It looks like they will, but you're safe. They're not going to hurt you. You'll be fine. So here in Ultra Space, there's not really too much to do. It's mostly just exploring and looking at these cool structures. Although, there are Pokemon called Ultra Beasts. They will randomly spawn, just kind of like legendaries, I think it tells you when they spawn. And then you can go around and you can catch them. They're like special. Ooh, that's not good. Poor Ekans. But yeah, you can use Beast Balls, which, right here, have a better chance, I think, at catching Ultra Beast Pokemon. It doesn't look like there's any around here, though. But yeah, if you don't know what the Ultra Space Pokemon are, highly suggest looking at some pictures, or actually, you know what? I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna go full editor mode, and I'm gonna put pictures of all of the Ultra Beasts on screen right now. These are all of the Pokemon that you can catch in this dimension. They will not spawn anywhere else, so if you want to catch them, you gotta come here. I'm pretty sure they're all in the game. They will all work, and you can catch them. All right, so that's pretty much it for Ultra Space. That's yeah. So when you want to leave, you might notice there's no exits, and if an Ultra wormhole spawns here, then if you go through it, it'll just take you to somewhere else here. I'm pretty sure. So I know it's like the #1 rule not to jump into the void. Everyone knows that from the end. You should not jump into the void. You'll die. But that is actually the only way to get back. So you just jump in, you fall, and eventually you spawn back in the overworld. You're all good. All your stuff will still be there. All your Pokemon will still be there. They'll have all their items. You'll be good. There's no risk into falling into the void, so go ahead and do it whenever you want to. Okay, I'm gonna go over hell items just one more time. So, all of these held items do different things for different Pokemon, which isn't necessarily true. If you give a Mystic Water to, I think, Dialga, because I'm pretty sure he's a Dragon Water type. No, he's a Steel and Dragon. Okay. Palkia, though, right? Yeah, Water and Dragon. Okay, so Mystic Water will not be very good for Dialga, but it will work well for Palkia, because they are a Water type. So, Mystic Water basically just enhances the water attack power. It doesn't tell you this anywhere. I just know from my experience of playing Pokemon games. I don't usually use items. I just read up on them. But yeah, the only item that I recommend using is the EXP share. This will give all of the XP you earn from battling to the single Pokemon if you want to focus on leveling him up. It'll give all the XP to them. Instead of because if you don't have any, it'll kind of just distribute it, to each Pokemon. Basically, how this would work with the EXP, so when you fight a Pokemon, and you win, it's spooky time. But if you fight this Pokemon, like say I sent out Arceus on this Nidoran, and then Arceus would totally destroy this Oh my god, Arceus would totally destroy this Nidoran because he's level 100. This Nidoran's like level 16. He will get all of the XP, and Garchomp here wouldn't get any of it because he did the battle. But if you put EXP share on Garchomp, then he will get some of the XP for Arceus's battle. Those are the only items that I really recommend. All of these are kind of really complicated, but there is a legendary item called EXP All. Now this this gives XP to all of your Pokemon, even if they are not have anything to do with the battle at all. So I could send out my Arceus to fight the Nidoran, and then Garchomp will get some, and so would Giratina, and so would Palkia, and so would Dialga. That's basically how it works. Here are what all of the badges look like. They're not very important. You can put them all in this badge case by right-clicking them, and they will just hop in there. You have to claim ownership of it first, though. And then going through these. Oh, TMs. These are important. So these are all moves that that Pokemon can learn. Now Pokemon cannot learn every single move. They can only learn certain types of moves. So, Palkia here cannot learn. Well, he probably can learn Fly. But let's say, for example, that he can't learn Sunny Day, which he might be able to. I'm not totally sure. But I think, let's say, for example, Garchomp can. I'm not saying for sure you can. This is an example. So you can't give this to him, but if you right-click it on Garchomp, that when he's outside of his Pokeball, he can learn Sunny Day, replace it with a different move. It's kind of buggy. Sometimes it doesn't work. But it should be you just have to click it on your Pokemon, and then they will be okay. Now, these items here, the Revive and the Max Revive and all these potions and stuff, these clear up a stat effects. So, the potion, I think, heals your Pokemon, or gives rid of the effect. The antidote, the paralyze heal. So if your Pokemon is paralyzed, which is an effect in battle, so say like a Pokemon like Pikachu, they use Thunderbolt, against a Rattata. Then that Rattata gets paralyzed. There's like a percent chance that it does even get paralyzed. It's not like 100% accurate. But they're paralyzed, so they have a bigger chance to not move in battle. If you use a paralyze heal, then your Rattata will be totally fine. Get rid of the paralyze, he'll strike every time. There's also the Dynamax candy, which gives these Pokemon, which you can give to a Pokemon, and then that'll increase its Dynamax rate. So if you use the Dynamax band right here, make them super big, they can become stronger when they get super big. I'm not going to do this though, and I honestly recommend that you don't either, because I'm pretty sure it's still like really, really buggy. When I tried it, my whole game crashed, my server shut down, and my computer just, it crashed my whole computer, not just my game. So use at your own risk. I don't like to use them anymore because they are pretty buggy still. Oh yeah, they also have bikes that you can craft like this. They can go pretty fast. But if you can ride on Pokemon, they're kind of useless, and I don't recommend them. Alright. This is going to be a pretty short topic here for this part of the video, but there is a neat little item called the chisel. This basically makes statues of Pokemon, and I'm going to show you guys how to use it. So, once you click on it, it'll just put in a little Bulbasaur statue, but then you can rename it. So if I put in like Pikachu, the best Pokemon like ever, then boom, you got a Pikachu. Then you can change his texture to like silver or orange, green, no, I already did silver, shiny. His form, you can do a lot of stuff like Gigantamax Pikachu, which this is what he looks like when he's super big and huge. If you max out his Gigantamax form with those candies, he obviously is going to be a lot bigger than that. He also has his cosplay form, which that's the female form. Libre form, is from the show, also from the show, also from the show, also from the show, also from the show, and this is the super creepy and demonic version of Pikachu. And as you just saw there, you can punch them to get rid of them. I can't multitask. Okay. So yeah, if you want to like get rid of them, you can just punch them again, or you can right click on them in order to edit them. So you can make him ginormous, you can make him microscopic. These are all the different sizes that Pokemon in the wild can come in. That is not ordinary. Label, you don't need to do anything with that. The animation, so you can have them so they're just standing or that they're walking, and then you click animate, and then they're actually doing stuff. It looks so cute. It's adorable. This does not actually make Pokemon. You can't fight with them. You can stand on them. You can make a little staircase. Yeah, it's a creative only item, sadly, and you will see this kind of around the area, like for gyms and stuff. You may see like statues of Pokemon, and that's just a structure that was made with a chisel. I got this in creative for my survival world, or no, for my let's play. Just because it was a cool little neat detail, and I didn't think it was very cheated to get this. So, but yeah, you can put in any Pokemon ever, because every single Pokemon is in this mod. It's insane. So I can put in like you can do like Wooper or something. Yeah. That totally works. You can put in any Pokemon, you can edit them. Make them ginormous. Yeah, there we go. Anything you want. That's it for the chisel. It's a really neat but small item. It's pretty relatively simple to use. I just thought I'd cover it real quick in case you guys didn't know what it was. And wanted to use it. So yeah, there you go. Now in Pixelmon there are also fossils. These are just old fossils, obviously fossils of old Pokemon. You know, they can be found mostly, I'm pretty sure, just underwater. You can just find them. I'm gonna give myself night vision real quick. Alright, there we go. Now we can see underwater. See if we can spot any here. They're not too rare, but also not the most common. Really. Oh, nope, that's a water stone shard. When you break these, by the way, you only get shards. You don't get like an actual stone of it. You have to get 9. It's insane. Alright, let's see here. I can't see any. But trust me, they exist, okay? You yeah, fossil. You'll spot things like this underground, and then if you break them, you'll get, I think, a random one of these fossils. But basically, oh, that's bright. What you want to do if you actually want to, like, oh, hey, there's also a little poke loot. These spawn just randomly. You can right click them and you'll get some random crap that no one needs. What you're gonna need is a fossil machine, a fossil cleaner, and a fossil display. Well, you don't really need a fossil display. I mean, you can if you want to, but that's just to show them off, I guess. It's kind of cool to see, I guess. But so yeah, you don't need a fossil display, but you need a fossil machine and a fossil cleaner. So the fossil cleaner, if I put this, okay, well this is already cleaned, so there will be like yeah, covered fossil, so it'll turn into this one. I can put it in there, and then eventually it'll just keep doing that for a minute, and then it'll turn to the Drake fossil. So we put the Drake fossil in the fossil actual machine, and then it'll take a couple minutes to complete. Complete fossil. What do you mean? I don't know why it's taking. Why it does that. Or what's wrong with the Drake fossil? Is there a second part to it? I don't know. That's weird. But if I put this armored fossil in, you know, it says working 1%. It'll go for quite a while. I don't quite know what the Drake fossil is. I'm obviously gonna cut this so we don't have to wait forever. So I'll try and figure out what the Drake fossil does. Okay, there we go. You need a fish fossil and a Drake fossil because it's that one Pokemon I forget the name of, but he has like 2 halves that are different. So you just have to put them both in there. That's all. Aha! Here we are. So once it's fully done, your Pokemon will be in the tube, and then you can just take a Pokeball, click on them, and you got yourself a Pokemon. Boom, right there. Oh, cool. Look at him. He's almost done. I'm not gonna wait around until he's done though, because that was excruciatingly long. Okay. One last thing that I have to cover. Pokemon breeding. This is a really complicated thing that I don't quite get. I didn't even do it in my series, and I wouldn't do this unless you're really late game. And you're like, well, like super competitive. Okay, so if you want to breed up Pokemon and get an egg, I think you need like a super flat area, like right here would be cool. Now this marks out. You can see there's checkers everywhere. I need to clear out this grass though, just so it's all flat. I think. All right, there we go. So you'll see this tiny blue little flower, but when you approach it, boom, there's a face here. You go to manage Pokemon when you click on it, and then you can just put in any Pokemon you want. For this, I want to choose Ditto and Pikachu. Oh, what's up? And then they'll just spawn out here. They'll just be roaming the area. You click on them, it says Ditto is more attracted to Pikachu every day, but Pikachu is a crush on Ditto but doesn't feel comfortable in this environment. This is where the complicated part comes in. So the reason that there's checkers everywhere like this, it means that you have to replace the block with what the Pokemon feels comfortable with. So I think since Pikachu's an electric type, I think we need redstone. It's either redstone or glowstone. Redstone block, here we go. And then yeah, we'll have to cover this, and it gets pretty complicated, but basically just kind of fill out this entire grid here. Alright, I need to figure out which side it all goes on. I think the best way to do this would be filling in every other checker. So say you need like wool or something. I know wool is for normal type. So if you're breeding a normal type and an electric type, it'd be redstone and wool. So I want to do like every other like this, and then have it be like a checker pattern, kind of like that. But since Ditto, one of the awesome things about Ditto is he can breed with any Pokemon, because he can transform into like any Pokemon. So he can breed into, you can breed with any Pokemon, and we can get that perfect egg. I should probably say, by the way, the block you need is called the ranch block. That is what you have Pokemon is. But anyway, I filled this entire area in redstone. Pikachu falls madly in love with Ditto every single day. So yeah, if you want to breed an electric type Pokemon, you need redstone. I don't know what every single block is for every type of Pokemon. For dragon type, it could be like iron blocks or something. I have no idea. That's probably what it is for steel Pokemon though. Anyways, that's pretty much how it works. Ditto has a crush on Pikachu, does not feel comfortable. Oh, so apparently Ditto does have a preference for environment. That is okay then. We're just gonna have to make this checker pattern here so Ditto feels more comfortable, and this is exactly why I did not do this in my Pixelmon Let's Play, because it is very annoying and I don't like doing this at all. This is torture. Okay, there we go. So now it's a big checker pattern in the radius that it says. You can also upgrade this. There is actually a ranch upgrade. So you can click this on it, and then you can expand the width of these checkers so it can be like farther this way or further this way in case you want to. Alright, Pikachu is more attracted to Ditto every day. Ditto likes Pikachu a tiny bit more every day. Alright, so yeah, now it is working. And then one excruciatingly long process later, they will start to have like purple hearts for each other, and then eventually an egg will pop up here. Once the egg actually pops up here, you want to carry it on you like as a part of your like your main team, so I can get rid of like Sheldon here, and then put the egg there instead, and then you want to walk around or fly around, and then your egg will eventually hatch at a Pokemon level 1. Since it's a Ditto and a Pikachu, it's going to be a Pichu, I'm pretty sure. If it's a Ditto and a Ditto, it's a mystery Pokemon every time. There's also a special move some Pokemon have. I know Talonflame does. It's called Fiery Body. Basically, if you ride around your Pokemon, I think it increases the hatch rate of the egg if it has Fiery Body as like a main specialty. But yeah, I am pretty sure that is every single thing that I can cover in this video at least. So I think this is the oh, hey, a Typhlosion. That's awesome because he's a starter. He's rare. Anyway, this is, I believe, the most time spent ever I have done on a video. Especially because this right now it's an hour and 17 minutes. Haven't even done editing yet, which will probably take around 3 hours putting all the time steps in. So please, if you don't feel like subscribing, please at least leave a like. Please, please, please. I spent so much time on this video. I really hope it helps some of you out. I think I covered everything, but in case I'm just being a total dunce and I missed something, feel free to leave a question in the comments. I will answer it. I will help you. I will get that question out of the way. If you have any question no matter what it is, leave it in the comments. Feel free. I will answer it for you as long as it's about Pixelmon. I think I'm going to keep doing this as a series. I don't know why I torture myself like this, but I think I'm going to make a crash course series. I don't know what the next episode will be. Maybe a crash course on Avatar, but I probably will release that after the series is over. So if you guys have any more ideas for what I could do later on, or if you have any, like, if you're wondering a lot about this mod and you want me to do a crash course on it, let me know. In the comments, let me know. And then I'll get invested in it, and then I'll figure out how to do literally everything in the game. This is kind of a bigger episode because it's such a huge mod, but if it's something like the Demon Slayer mod, which I might cover pretty soon, if it's something like the Demon Slayer mod, which is pretty big, but not, it's kind of small, it's not that big, yeah, I would be happy to do that. So if there's any other mods that you want me to cover, yeah, feel free to leave it down in the comments, and I'll make a crash course episode about it. Yeah, I hope you guys are going to be enjoying the series. This does not mean I'm going to be slowing down the Avatar episodes at all. Maybe by a little bit, but not by that much. And as a little disclaimer, I do still plan to come back into my Zelda series and into my Iron Man VR series. But I have been talking for over an hour and 20 minutes, and my throat really hurts, so feel free to subscribe and like, comment, blah, 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 all the good stuff. I'll see you guys all next time. Thank you for watching.